Welcome to Ocean City, Maryland, and welcome to the 2026 Beach Tennis Maryland ITF Championship Series. For the next 8 days, this beach transforms into the home of the biggest and longest-running beach tennis event in the United States. The world's best athletes have arrived to battle for ITF ranking points, championship titles, and beach tennis glory. This year's series features Elite BT50 and BT200 events, along with the first ever week in the United States to host for ITF J100 Junior tournaments. Whether you're watching from the sand here in Ocean City or joining us from around the world, you're about to experience world-class competition. This is the 2026 Beach Tennis Maryland ITF Championship Series, and it starts right now.
Eduardo, raise your hand. Eduardo? Yeah, Eduardo. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few minutes away from our next match on center court, men's quarterfinal action. So 3 matches left here on center court for this Saturday night. And if you've ever wondered how a professional tennis tour player would fare in the world of beach tennis, you're going to get your chance to find out, because we have a former world ranked number 31 ATP Tour tennis professional on court who has now switched over to beach tennis. So we're going to see what he can do. Eduardo and Matias, could you come here, please, to the... All right, next match up here on center court. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about ready to get started. Back to the men's side. Men's quarterfinal action. Winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinal. Loser is out of the tournament, and they'll have to try again at one of the other tournaments, the next BT50 tournament starting on Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry, starting on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, let us meet our players here in this men's quarterfinal matchup. Our first player, he is currently ranked 263 in the world with a 2026 ranking win-loss record of 15-9. He's won 3 tournaments across his beach tennis career, his young beach tennis career. 29 years old, hailing from Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gustavo Regende. And his partner, currently ranked 281 in the world, also with 3 tournament wins with his partner, Gustavo. He's got a current 2026 record of 9-3. He represents the United States of America, and he is also the former 31 ranked player in the world on the ATP Pro Tennis Tour, and he's now trying it out on the beach tennis circuit to see what he can do. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Maxime Cressy. Their opponents, with a career 7 wins, including a beach tennis BT100 victory in 2026 already. He's got a yearly win-loss record of 26-18, currently ranked 69 in the world. 19 years old, from Brazil. Give it up for Mateus Yuji. And his partner, currently ranked 87 in the world, 4 wins under his belt. He's 21 years old, from Brazil. Give it up for Eduardo Fonsacci. Here we go. Best 2 out of 3 sets. Third set goes to super tie break. That's how we do it in the world of beach tennis. We're playing under the lights on a Saturday night here in Ocean City, Maryland. Here we go, folks. Fonsacci starting us off. Over to the former ATP player, Maxi. He puts that into the net. 15-love. Serve up into the net. We're tied at 15-all. So this is going to be a fun one. Maxi hasn't been playing very long. I know him from California. Of course, very successful on the Pro Tennis Tour. I think he's got all the goods to make a very strong beach tennis player, but he's got to get those reps under him, and this is part of that journey. Center court under the lights in Ocean City with commentary and music and the whole deal. Fonsacci serving it up at 15-30. Fonsacci serves it. Oh, and he's having some trouble on that serve. Could be a gift, an early break here for Maxi and Gustavo. 15-40, break point. As it serves up, forehand side return there by Maxi. Maxi locking in on the backhand side dish. Now Maxi back over to the center. Gustavo taking it up high. Oh, friendly bounce off the net for Fonsacci, and that pulls them a little bit closer at 30-40. Serve in, forehand side return there by Gustavo. Gustavo taking it up inside the baseline, and they strike first off the break of serve. Maxi and Gustavo lead 1-0, set number 1. 3 Brazilians and an American walk onto the sand in Ocean City, Maryland. It's not the start of a joke. It's actually reality. It's the quarterfinal here in this beach tennis BT50. This is Maxi Cressy from California serving it up at 1-love. Former ATP Tour tennis player, and you'll see it in his service motion. Nice little exchange here as we go. Dugging it back to the backcourt. Gustavo over the head, and it's love 15. Eduardo and Mateos are the #1 seeded team in the tournament. Max on the forehand side, bird turn there by Mateos. And Gustavo gets a windmill touch on it, but that's going to sail wide. Love 30. Max, big serve in, answer back there by Yuji. Oh, Yuji goes in for that backhand flick just a bit outside, but that was pretty. And if that's a sign of what's to come, we are in for a treat here under the lights in Ocean City. 15-30. Max puts it up. Yuji on the backhand side return. Oh, and there we go. Fonsach getting in on the action. Pressure down the middle. And they've got a break opportunity here at 15-40, trying to answer the favor of getting broken in that first game. Cressy serving it up. Big serve in there, answer back there by Yuji, and Fonsach comes in on the nice counter. We are tied at 1 game all. This is not going to be easy, folks, for any of the teams. I think they're seeing what they've got to deal with here. Fonsach, he knows this tournament. He's been here before. For Max and Gustavo, kind of new territory for them. Early in their beach tennis career, mostly played out in California. So here we go. Yuji serving it up. Oh, Mateos, Yuji going for that Oceanside line on the service ace, but he just a bit outside. Love 15. Serve in, yes, that's a big serve down the middle. A little confusion there by Max and Gustavo. So now they're going to kind of get a feel for who's going to take that middle shot. 15-all. Yuji serve up and in. Dug out there by Max. Max now a little trailing order. A little shallow touch dropper down the center, but just can't connect. It's 30-15. Serve up. Dug out there by Max. Max on friendly bounce off the net. Down the sand goes Max, but he's back up on his feet. Oh, and he gets sent to the sand once again. Fonsach putting it right into the chest. (40-15) now. Opportunity for the #1 seeds to take that 2-1 lead. Yuji puts it this time inside the Oceanside line for an ace, and they take the 2-1 lead here on center court. The #1 seeds, Eduardo Fonsach and Mateos Yuji, lead 2-1. Men's quarterfinal action live from Ocean City. So at 1-2, this is Gustavo Hesenda. Serving it up at 1-2. Taking it up high, locking in is Max. Going to just kind of play it conservatively, taking it back to the baseline. Pressure on by Yuji. Yes, and Max able to put it down the boardwalk sideline. Yuji gets a paddle on it, but just outside. 15-love. Gustavo Hesende serving it up from Brazil. With a nice service ace. Cressy coming in, yeah, and he tried to get aggressive on that poach, but Fonsach was not fooled. Left a lot of open space there, and that was an easy put down for Fonsach. 30-15. Taking it up high. Fonsach going in for the kill. Backhand side dish. Yuji goes in for the touch dropper, but that's going to fall a little bit short. So here we go. Opportunity to tie this one up at 2 games all and keep the first set close. 40-15. Relatively new team here. Max and Gustavo have not been playing that long. They've got a few tournaments under their belt, mostly out in California, but this is something kind of new for them. At least in the sport of beach tennis. Of course, Max was a very accomplished ATP Tour tennis pro, ranked as high as 31 in the world. But a little bit different here in the sand. Gustavo serving up at 40-30. As it serves up, backhand side dish there, and oh, and Maxi was in the position, but chops it a bit too long. He's going to just have to get his timing there. So that takes us to 40 all, a golden point. Next point wins the game. Will we be tied up at 2 games apiece? Or will it be a 3-1 lead for the tournament #1 seeds? We'll see here off the lefty serve of Gustavo Hesende. Serve in. Forehand side return by Fonsach. Yuji in on the action. Oh, unfortunate clip off the net there, and that is going to be game to Fonsach and Yuji. They take a 3-1 lead here on center court under the lights. Men's quarterfinal action live from Ocean City. Eduardo Fonsacchi, otherwise known as Fonsach. 87th ranked player in the world, a top 100 player here. Serve in, backhand return there by Max. Gustavo from the center, little touch dropper going on the angle. Now Fonsach with the windmill, trying to move Maxi back, and that's out just barely. He had Maxi beat, but fortunately the wind just kind of pushed that one out. So Fonsach going to recalibrate here at love 15. Off the service error, love 30. Serve up, answer back in, shallow dropper. There's Fonsach able to get back in. This one's going to go high. Maxi's able to get to it, and Maxi putting it down. Here we go. Break opportunity at love 40. 4 opportunities to pull this first set within 1 game. The wind has picked up here a little bit in Ocean City. It died down for a good bit during the late afternoon, but as we go into the evening now, it is picked up once again, and that's going to be a factor in this match. Fonsach serving it up. Forehand side return there by Max. There's Gustavo on the windmill put away from the center. Yuji puts it way high up in the air. Crossing sides is Max now. Oh, and Max puts it over there onto the boardwalk. So point back for Fonsach and Yuji. 15-40. Still break opportunity here for Maxi and Gustavo. Service back up on the forehand, the backhand side dish there, returned by Maxi. Oh, and Yuji putting it home with authority. 30-40 now, keeping his team back in this one. And now you got to think, Maxi and Gustavo need a point here. They need to try to pop this one home, pull this first set within one game. Don't want the golden point here with momentum to Fonsach and Yuji. As the serves up in, backhand side return, Gustavo stepping in as Maxi. Maxi now, yes! And that very tennis-like backhand cutter. Nice little volley. Pulls within one game now as it's a 3-2 lead for Fonsach and Yuji. Men's quarterfinal action here live from Ocean City. Saturday night under the lights, folks. We'll be right back with more action for the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open. As we return to center court, we are in the first set early. Men's quarterfinal action. It's 2 serving 3. Maxime Cressy from the USA serving it up at 2-3. Serve up. Answer back in there by Fonsach. Fonsach back to Cressy. Cressy now a little tall. He went for the backhand cross angle, but just dumped it short into the net. Love 15. I didn't see that one actually. I don't know. It was out. Okay, love 30. Thank you, Fonsach. Fonsach on the backhand side dig. Now going cross angle. Gustavo able to get to it. Yuji's there to answer. Yuji, yeah, right idea. He saw Maxi saw Yuji pulling into the net. Tried to go over his head, but with that wind at his back, it is really, really tough to send anything high. Love 40. Break opportunity here for Fonsach and Yuji. Serve is up. Answer back in there by Fonsach. Fonsach now taking it high. Oh, and Cressy gets a big paddle on it. Pops it into the body of Fonsach. Not much Fonsach could do on that one. 15-40. And that is up and out, and that is a game, another game here for Fonsach and Yuji. They extend their lead now to 2 games. It's a 4-games-to-2 lead for the tournament #1 seeds. With Mateos Yuji serving it up. Forehand side return there by Maxi. Maxi is from the center. Yes, and that's just a heads-up play by Yuji. Yuji putting it down into the lower body of Gustavo. 15 love. Serve up. Forehand type return there by Gustavo. Oh, Maxi comes in. Looked like Gustavo was moving into position. It's a righty-lefty thing going on here. So communication is even more important for these players to really understand who's going to take that ball and commit. Taking up high is Fonsage. Maxi going in. Fonsage now covering his partner is Gustavo. Gustavo now back onto his side. Gustavo forehand down the center. Fonsage is there. Fonsage tried to drop shallow, but that goes into the net. And we were talking about chemistry and communication. You know, these players are still fairly new. Maxi and Gustavo, they train in California under the tutelage of Carolina Haynes and the Beach Tennis Santa Monica crew. Shout out to them. And the sky's the limit with these two. Let's see what they can do. But right now they got their hands full. Oh, funky point there as the wind was really manipulating the ball. Fortunate break there for Maxi and Gustavo. They tie it up here at 30 all. Trying to get a break as they would change sides next game and have the wind advantage on that north side of the court. Yuji serving it up. Backhand side return by Maxi. Gustavo now Winma. He just wasn't quite sure. Timing got off there. Ball probably blew back into the wind, so it just kind of throws it off, especially at night under the lights. You're looking into a black sky. It's just kind of a weird environment. Definitely takes some getting used to. Chance here to really take control, and Fonsage does it in style. Off the center post, Fonsage puts it down, and they are in full control right now. Eduardo Fonsage and Mateus Yuji leading 5-2 here in set number 1. We'll be right back here on center court in just a minute. You're watching live the men's quarterfinal action from the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open live from Ocean City. Back in action on a beautiful high elevation shot of center court here under the lights in Ocean City. Want to welcome all of you who are tuning in from around the world watching the stream courtesy of iDo live streaming on YouTube. Gustavo Resende serving it up at 2-5, and that is a love 15. 3 points away. Yuji and Fonsage from taking the first set. Time is now here in this one for Gustavo and Maxi to do something, try to climb back into this match. Not an easy task against the number 1 seeds, but let's see what they can pull off. That one's going to sail out as he was trying to do something a little different, trying to redirect that serve to the boardwalk side line. Serve up, dug out there. Poaching in is Maxi. Maxi stretching, using his height to his advantage there, putting pressure on. This is what we need to see, and that's what we need to see from them. Gustavo and Maxi really controlling the forecourt, continuing to put the pressure on, and it paid off for him there, 15-30. Dug out. There we go, the 1-2 punch, and that's how it's done. Maxime Cressy putting it down. That's the traditional Beach tennis 1-2 punch, big serve off the baseline, pot forces the high return, partner comes in on the third shot, put away. Oh, we're going to replay that point. We are going to, that point did not count. So, stand by, players, as we fix the technical issue with the lights. We are at 30 all in the first set. Fonsacci and Yuji leading 5-2. So it's 30 all. We're going to replay that point at 30 all. Serve up, backhand side return. Maxi is there. Taking it up high as Gustavo. Gustavo friendly bounce off the net, but Yuji's there to answer. Yuji putting pressure on Gustavo. Oh! All right, we got to figure out what's going on here with our generator. It has fuel though, right? That one falls short. 15-30. Backhand side return good by Maxi. Yes! And Fonsach playing aggressive down the middle, catches the baseline. And that takes us to 30 all. Serve up for him, return there by Gustavo. Gustavo lets that one, oh, he let that one go and it clips the line inside the baseline, 40-30. It is game point, it is set point for the number one seeds, Fonsach and Yuji. And service error there. That's a crucial error because that takes us to 40 all. The golden point. Here is a chance on the break opportunity that Maxi and Gustavo needed to pull within one game. They could do it on this point, but it's also still set point for Fonsach and Yuji. Let's see what happens. As the serve is up, forehand return there by Gustavo. Taking it high. It's out! And we're going to keep playing here in the first set. Maxi and Gustavo have pulled within one game. It's a 5-4 lead for Fonsach and Yuji as the players will change sides. Oh, this one got good. It was looking like a runaway for a minute, but Maxi and Gustavo have climbed their way back in to pull within a single game, and they'll have a chance to serve and get themselves tied up at 5 all. Here, coming up in just a minute, you're watching men's quarterfinal action live from Ocean City, Maryland, 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open. So we start this 10th game of the first set. And we got a good one here as Maxi takes it up high. Yuji's there. Oh, and Yuji with the smash. Overhead to the cross angle. Nothing Gustavo could do on that one. Just a beautiful execution. I love 15. As the serve's up, somehow Yuji able to get it there, but that's the 1-2 punch. That's what we're talking about. Look at that athleticism. They haven't been playing that long, but if they can muster up points like that, they're going to be right in this match. Beautiful 1-2 punch off the big serve of Maxi, and Gustavo takes care of business on the third. Here we go at 15 all. Serve in, forehand return by Yuji, throwing up high. Yuji putting it down with authority, saved back in there by Maxi, little touch dropper from the middle. Maxi from his knees once again, and Fonsach putting it home. 15-30 now, 2 points away, the number one seeds from taking the first set. Let's see what Maxi can bring here on the serve at 15-30. Oh, into the net. That one got in front of him a little bit, and that takes us to a set point here for Yuji and Fonsach. 15-40. Serve up, answered in. Backhand side dish by Maxi. Gustavo and Yuji closes out the first set. They have taken the first set 6-4. So the number 1 seeds from Brazil doing what number 1 seeds do. It was a tight set, but they ultimately came back victorious. So players will take a little bit of break in between. Let's see if the momentum can change. Now that's something that we see quite often in beach tennis. From one set to another, the momentum can swing. And with Maxi's ATP Tour experience on the professional tennis tour, he knows how to reset between sets. So let's see what happens. See if anything changes. But for right now, the number 1 seeds, Fonsach and Yuji, lead 1-0 men's quarterfinal.
We remind everyone that tomorrow we'll be here from 10 a.m. with a BERSCH 100 Juniors tournament here at Ocean City. Juniors boys and girls start at 10 a.m. and consolation matches also. Professional consolation matches start at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. in the morning we have good beach tennis for you guys.
First point of the second set is underway as Yuji serves it up. Chopping over. There's Maxi in position, and Maxi puts it down with authority. Love 15. Yes, serve is up and it clips the line. 15 all. Big serve by Yuji. Gustavo return into the net. 30-15. Nice action here. Using that height is Maxi. Oh, and Gustavo pops one into the net. (40-15) game point for the number 1 seeds to take that early momentum in set 2. Serve up, backhand side return there by Maxi. Maxi dumps it into the net, and Fonsach and Yuji continue where they left off after set number 1. They lead 1-0 here in set number 2. Serve up into the net, love 15. As that one's going to sail wide. Love 30. Service ace gets it back. And now it's 15-30. Maxi in the backhand side dish around the middle. There's Fonsach locking in. Fonsach putting it down with authority. You can just see the experience here. Fonsach and Yuji. It really shows. I mean, they have great vision, great awareness of the court, great awareness of their opponents, knowing exactly when that open space is going to come available, and then they exploit it. So the serve is up. Taking it up high is Maxi. Fonsach now charging back into the forecourt, and he's just in perfect position, and that's what I'm talking about. Eduardo Fonsach knows exactly where to be at the right time. That's just experience, folks. That's reps. And it pays off for them. They lead 2 games to love here in the second set. Leading 1 set to love already with Eduardo Fonsach. Fonsach, as we call him. Serving it up at 2-love. Up and in. Maxi on the backhand side return. Feathers one down the ocean sideline, and not enough. Fonsach tried to get to it, but couldn't get there quick enough. Love 15. Yeah, big serve there by Fonsach. Evens the game up at 15 all. Serve in, backhand or forehand side return. Maxi goes in, puts it down with authority. So that was a nice read there by Maxime Cressy. As the serve's up, backhand side return there by Gustavo. Maxi getting in on the action now. Oh, and just a wind-up windmill. He was putting that extra turbo boost on that one. As you saw him wind up into the net, though. And so here's an opportunity at 15:40 break chance for Maxi and Gustavo. Trying to get on the board here in the second set. Keep the match close. Forehand side return, yes! And that's what Maxi does. Nice little feather dropper on the return, and he keeps his team close there. It's 2-1. Fonsach and Yuji in the lead, set number 2. So Maxi starting us off here in this fourth game of the second set. Down a set here. Men's quarterfinal. 15-love. And that one into the net. Got ahead of that a little bit. So we're tied at 15 all. Forehand side return. There's Maxi coming in on the chip in charge, but that one is just a bit long. He was in position. But just didn't have the angle on the wrist there on the put away, so that is 15-30. Friendly bounce off the net, usually able to get to it. And there's Maxi able to take care of business and close that one out. That ties us up at 30 all. The folks from Beach Tennis Santa Monica cheering him on, cheering both of these players on. Seeing what California can do out here in Ocean City, Maryland. Maxi serving up at 30 all. And serve into the net. So on that service error, that gives a break opportunity here for Fonsach and Yuji to extend that lead to 2 games. It's 30-40. And the wind just wreaked havoc with that service toss there. And that is another game for Fonsach and Yuji. They're halfway there, leading 1-0 and leading 3-1 in the second. Winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinal. Losers out of this tournament, and they'll have to wait till Monday for the second BT50 of the week. Serves up, forehand side return there by Maxi. Maxi now getting in on the act from putting pressure down the middle. Oh, and look out. If we could see more of that from Maxime Cressy, then things might turn around here. That was just great aggressive play to continue to hold momentum in that point. Love 15. Service up. Gustavo now. That return is going to sail long. 15 all. Oh, what a shot by Yuji. That one clips the net and sails wide, but that had a lot of pace on it. 15-30. All. Gustavo Windmill keeps the ball back in play, and it's a friendly bounce off the net for Fonsach. Hits the top net tape and trickles over, and that gives them a game point at 40-30. Chance to extend that lead to 3 games. Big point here. Usually serving it up. Into the net, so he gave one back, and now we are at 40 all. A golden point. Next point wins the game. Will it be a 1-game set, or will the number 1 seeds, Yuji and Fonsach, extend their lead to 3? We shall see right here. Momentum shifting point right now. Serve is up. Dug out there by Maxi. Gustavo's there, taking it high into the wind! And Yuji brilliantly uses the wind to his advantage there over the head of Maxi, and they have extended the lead to 4-1. Just 2 games away from advancing to tomorrow's semifinal. More action coming up here in just a moment on center court live from Ocean City. And here we go, underway. Nice put away by Maxi as he leans in, reads that shot. The wind again playing havoc here. You saw Gustavo, he toss checked it twice. So the wind has really started to pick up again. 15 love. As the serve is up. This one goes up high. Maxi's able to commit to it. Wind is going to hold that one back in play. Down in the sand, Maxi taking it up high. Oh, look out. And Yuji sends that one all the way outside the court. 30-15, 30 love. Service up. Foreign return there by Fonsage. Fonsage putting the pressure on. 30-15. As the serve's up, answer back in there by Fonsage. Yuji now with the windmill. Oh, and just a little couldn't get to it. That was a nice drop by Gustavo. Kind of an awkward angle for Yuji to go down, but he seems okay. So here's a chance to pull the match at least one game closer. At currently serving at 1-4. They could go 2-4 here, make it a 2-game cushion for the #1 seeds. Gustavo serving it up, 40-15. Back inside, dish down the angle. That's going to be wide, and so they get one back. That's what they were hoping for. Hold serve there on that north side. So it's 4-2. 4-2 with Fonsage about to serve it up. Serve in, Maxi. Answer back in, dug out by Yuji. Yuji now stretching on the backhand side, able to keep it back in play from the middle. Fonsage is owning that center court there, really trying to post, but he knew that one was over his head, and he knew that one was going to sail in with that wind backboard. Smart play there by Gustavo and Maxi. They took the last game on the service hold, and now it's love 15. Fonsage serving it up. Yes, nice serve there. Maxi dished it into the net. Takes us to 15 all. Eduardo Fonsacci, 21 years old, from Brazil, currently ranked 87 in the world. As he serves it up, little nice dig return there by Maxi. Maxi up high from the middle. Oh, and Fonsacci, again, he wound up. Sometimes he puts that turbo boost on the windmill, and sometimes it works to perfection, but there's been a couple times tonight where it's maybe gone for a little bit too much power. Dumps it into the net, 15-30. Backhand side dig there by Maxi, putting it down. So here we go. $15.40, break opportunity here for Max and Gustavo. They can pull this second within a game. If they get the break here, will they keep it close? Let's see. Fonsacci serving. As the serve is up into the net, and it's a one-game second set. Look out, the momentum at the moment has now shifted from the number one seeds over to Maxi and Gustavo. Down a set and down a game, but they've taken the last two. So let's see if they can switch sides and hold that momentum. Still anybody's second set. More action to come live from Ocean City here on Center Court, the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open. All right, so for getting that, coming off the service break, service going to go over to Max Cressy now. Let's see what he can do to try to tie this matchup at 4 games all. Fonsacci and Yuji on that north side. That's the advantage side here in this tournament, at least on day number 1. Serve is up. Serve up into the net, love 15. Max Cressy, 29 years old, living in Hermosa Beach, California. Originally from France, as that ball is going to sail long, love 30. Relatively new to the sport of beach tennis, but he was a professional tennis player on the ATP Tour, rose as high as 31 in the world on the Pro Tour ranks. And now giving a hand at beach tennis. Seeing what he can do here. Facing a very formidable number 1 seeded team in Fonsacci and Yuji. That's just a heads-up play there. Dropping that ball shallow. They know they got a little bit of a wind backboard to work with as well. Love 40. Break opportunity. As a serve, oh, Max goes in for a little bit more juice on that one, and that gives the game to Fonsacci and Yuji, Eduardo Fonsacci. Mateus Yuji are 1 game away from advancing to the semifinals. Familiar territory with them. Let's see what happens. Can Yuji close it out? Here we go. 5-3. Serve is up. Forehand side return there by Max. Gustavo taking it high to the corner. Nope, that one's going to be just a perfect put away there by Fonsacci. Not trying to do too much. Not trying to do too little. Just kind of right there in between. Focus on placement rather than power. Yuji serving it up at 15 love. Dug out there by Max. Max now stretching, using his height, and there we go. Using some of that natural athletic ability and using that height advantage there. Able to put it down on a beautiful angle. 15 all. Serve in. Forehand side return there by Max. Max now taking it up high from the middle. Fonsach. Fonsach tried to put the spin on it, but he didn't quite get it. 15-30. Forehand side return that by Max. Now Gustavo. Oh, and Gustavo is in position for the clean put away, but just dumps it shallow into the net. We're tied at 30 all. And Gustavo wishing he could have another shot at that one. He knew he was in position. Gustavo taking it up high. Oh, that's just a brilliant 1-2 punch. Fonsach. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is 40-30. It is game point. It is set point. It is match point for Yuji and Fonsach. Service up, and it's all over. Fonsach and Yuji off the bullet serve. They have advanced to the semifinal. 6-4, 6-3. The number one seeds doing what they do best, and we will see them in tomorrow's semifinal. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the number one seeds, Fonsach and Yuji. And for Max and Gustavo, their tournament, at least for today, comes to an end. We will see them back for the BT50 number 2, which starts on Monday. A lot of beach tennis left to play here all throughout the week. We actually have 2 more matches here tonight on center court. The ladies are going to do their thing, and then we'll call it a night. And we'll come back tomorrow for the semifinals and the finals, as well as we got some junior tournaments tomorrow. This is just night number 1 of 8 crazy nights here at Ocean City, Maryland. It'll all come to a head next, well, not next week, this week. Well, actually next week, technically, as we're going to be wrapping up the BT200, the biggest event of them all here in Ocean City. That'll be taking place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with Championship Saturday happening a week from today, right here in the sand. But in between, it's just a bunch of beach tennis and a bunch of different divisions. So the 2026 Maryland Beach Tennis Open just getting a start. So ladies coming up next. 2 more matches, and then we will call it a night. Isabella SELLA, Maria TAVARES, Antonia Aguiar, and Veronica BERSCH. They're going to be coming up here momentarily on center court.